Well, it seems that all the Silent Hill leaks and rumors that have been floating around for years now have finally come into fruition, as the Silent Hill 2 remake and a few brand new Silent Hill games have been announced. In this video, I specifically want to break down the Silent Hill 2 remake scene by scene, and go through all the secrets that the trailer has to offer. So with that being said, let's get right into it. We start off the trailer where it all began, showing James Sunderland storm into a restroom and wash his hands, and then it transitions to the iconic scene from the original game, showing James looking at his reflection in the mirror. He then proceeds to walk out of the restroom and venture off into the town of Silent Hill in order to find answers from a letter sent by his deceased wife Mary. Now, upon further inspection of the map viewed by James, you will find that when compared to the original map, there are some noticeable differences. We can see newly added buildings as well as some removed buildings from the original. We can also see some images of key locations on the left of the map. After this, we see James walking around the town exploring, and in one of these clips, we can actually see a faded shot of the iconic straitjacket enemy. Now, I want to put a big emphasis on how great the atmosphere is looking for this game. The little details in the fog, the howling wind, the rustling leaves, it all sets a real chilling tone for the game, and really immerses you into the environment of the town. Now, in this trailer, we also get what looks to be a small clip of cinematic gameplay, which shows that the game will be played in the third-person over-the-shoulder perspective. Bloober Team commented on this new angle, stating, "With the new perspective, we're rebuilding the combat system and certain set pieces, among other things. Now that you can see basically what James can see, we could find new ways to keep the player on edge." Now, as of now, we really can't 100% confirm this, but based off this trailer, I think that because the recent RE remakes were such a hit, I feel like Konami and Bloober Team will be taking some inspiration from the games by incorporating elements from them. With the RE4 remake and the Silent Hill 2 remake coming up, it will be very interesting to see which game will come out on top. Now, the next thing the trailer reveals is that some iconic people will be returning to help out with this game. The legendary Masahiro Ito, the person responsible for the creature designs from past Silent Hill games, and the legendary Akira Yamaoka, the person responsible for composing the amazing ambient music from past Silent Hill games, will be returning to work on the Silent Hill 2 remake. This will be great news for many, as these two played a big part into shaping the Silent Hill series into what it is today. After this was revealed, the trailer transitions to James exploring the apartment in the beginning of the game, giving us our first look at the iconic Pyramid Head enemy. Next, we have a clip of Laura examining the main entrance of the Brookhaven Hospital. For those of you who haven't played the original, Laura is a very troublesome girl that gets in the way of James many times and can make exploring a lot more difficult at times. For example, the scene in the trailer right after this shows Laura kicking the key away out of reach for James, meaning he has to find a new way to get his hands on that key to progress further in the game. James will spend most of the game following her to each location, which allows him to ultimately find the answers he has been looking for about his wife. She may be troublesome, but she ultimately guided James to what he was searching for. Now, from here, we get another scene from the original where James hid in the closet to try and avoid Pyramid Head. In the original, James ultimately gets caught, and because of this, he unloads a clip on Pyramid Head, causing the creature to walk away. Now, the next scene shows James grabbing a hold of a noose. This scene might be from a puzzle in the original where you had to pull a certain noose to solve a puzzle. The only difference is in the original, this puzzle was indoors, whereas this scene in the remake shows James outside in the pouring rain. From here, the trailer moves to a scene of James attacking a nurse with the iconic wooden plank. Then we see James shout something behind a pair of doors. Now, due to the location and the emotions that James is giving off, I feel like this might be where Maria gets stabbed by Pyramid Head, and James is forced to leave her behind by going in the elevator. This next scene shows James fall to the ground full of anger as he continues to scream at the top of his lungs. This is definitely the scene where Maria gets murdered by Pyramid Head near the end of the game, since just like the scene from the remake, James falls to the ground screaming. The next scene shows James approaching who he believes might be Mary. Now, I'm not actually sure what this little building is called, but I will say that there is a building that looked very similar to this in the original that was located in Rosewater Park, which is the same area where you meet Maria for the first time. In the game, Maria is a woman that James comes across while exploring Silent Hill that looks very similar to his wife Mary. Because of this, I think this might be James meeting Maria for the first time in the remake. In this next scene, we get a much better look at Pyramid Head, with it slowly approaching the camera. It looks like Pyramid Head is on the rooftops of some building, and because of this, I think this could be part of the scene where it pushes James off the rooftops in the original. Lastly, we get a look at the beautiful cover art, showing James in the middle of town staring off to his wife Mary. On this cover art, we can see that the game is being developed by Bloober Team, just like the leaks have stated. It also shows that the game is being developed on Unreal Engine, and it shows that it will be available for the PS5. Now, it has been said that the Silent Hill 2 remake will be exclusive to PS5 and PC for 1 whole year, with it being added to other consoles at a later date. As of now, there is no official release date for the game, but many people are speculating that it will come out late 2023 or early 2024. So guys, that was the full trailer. Overall, I really liked it. I think the game looks very good, especially the immersive environment and attention to detail. I really didn't see anything new that wasn't from the original game aside from the small map changes, but everything else looks pretty familiar, so we will just have to wait and see if this game will be a copy and paste from the original or a brand new experience. One thing I do want to say is I really hope Bloober Team does not mess this game up. Their company has released some games in the past that have had some pretty bad reception, so hopefully with the help of Konami, they can recreate one of the greatest horror games of all time. In Bloober Team's statement for the Silent Hill 2 remake, they seem very confident that they will be able to create a game that will live up to the original, but only time will tell if this will indeed be the case. The horror game scene is definitely at its peak right now. We have the Callisto Protocol, Dead Space remake, the RE4 remake, and now all of these new Silent Hill games. With that said, this channel is dedicated to keeping you up to date with all the latest horror game news. So if that's something you are interested in, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.